and essentially trying to get things right. I'm going to change that back. Growth is inevitable if you have big visions and big plans and big goals. Growth is inevitable if you work hard, put in systems and do things the right way. Stress comes in a variety of different forms. Managing and handling it also comes in a variety of different forms. What you see behind you is samples of our pre-workout. Just so you know, I'm not in a van, I'm actually in a car. But there are some weeks where, and by the way, this video is completely for my own benefit because I'll look over this over time and the story will be an interesting one. There will be a great story that comes from this, but there are weeks where you have multiple different things and huge amounts of plates you're spinning. That's only due to the success that you're currently having. You rest, you rust. The more you do, the more you can do. The more you accommodate, the more you can adapt. The more you can take on, the more you can overcome. And I have this week a huge amount of different styles of things that are pulling me in a huge amount of ways. From a personal standpoint, from a business standpoint, that's why I look extremely tired and my hair is everywhere. I'm in shitty clothes. Not because I'm feeling really bad, I'm feeling the pressure, I'm feeling the workload, but I am managing it and handling it and implementing it and putting the foot forward on the marathon. I'm taking the extra step on the marathon. I'm pushing past that boundary. And this week, for instance, we've got family, medical worries, which I think now has actually played out pretty well, but there's still a caveat that we have to kind of think about. I have certain business aspects of promotions, staff, external things that were causing a bit of an issue, growth towards current services, growth towards current offerings, growth towards certain assets, meetings that are very serious, meetings that are pulling me different ways, audits from external bodies, government officials, regulation, lots of different things. And it's Saturday and it's 2 p.m. and I still have a major to-do list. Next Saturday we're actually at a massive expo, the country's biggest expo, but we're only there because we're in a position to be there. We are only there because we've been able to get big enough to get there, we've been able to grow enough, we've been able to take on enough staff, we've been able to get enough orders, and it still is a stressful thing, a stressful time. The only other time I remember being maybe this up against it was 6 months into business, and I remember there was just a day where I was really rattly and really, probably I would say from an anatomical standpoint, it's probably my blood pressure that was really high at that time, and that might be the same today. But I got through that day and had great success in the story, and that great success in the story has led on to future stresses, future successes, future adapting and overcoming, and future growth and future progression through the businesses, and getting to a level that we're still growing, we're always going to be growing, we're always going to be reaching that new height, reaching that new level and adapting and overcoming. But it still is a, do you know something, it's a plant pot, it's a brick wall, it's a climbing frame, it's a huge amount of different things that you're trying to step over. The plant pot was a Mario reference, I think. That was plant pots they used to jump on. But it's all those different things, and it's another level. And I think in life and in business there is levels that you can choose to go through, or you can choose to be comfortable. And realistically, there's nothing wrong with being comfortable. It depends what you want out of life. If you want huge amount of success, if you want legacy, then you're gonna have to hit these levels. If you want a good family life, and a comfortable income, a comfortable living, then you can get to a certain level and you can just manage it. But I think where we're looking to go, we always need to push it to that next level. Like, so many people do what I do and are happy at my level. I'm not. It's always been all or nothing. It's always been growth. It's always been progression in any circumstance, with any business, with anything. And you can't shy away when you start to see that. You can't shy away and think, oh God, I can't handle this, when you start to get that. You adapt and you overcome. So today, that is what I am doing. I'm adapting and I'm overcoming. And I know that I will watch this video again. I know that I will watch these videos, and it will highlight points and highlight times where there were things that were tough and a struggle, and there were times where you had to learn and grow and man up and progress. And it's all part of the story. You want to make your story as interesting as you possibly can. You want to leave a work of art when you go, and you want to do it in your terms. And I'm doing all three right now, and I need to remember that. I need to remember that I'm pushing forward. I need to remember that growth is inevitable, and there's a load of things that we're growing with just now, and I need to adapt and overcome. So I'm gonna go and get a haircut. I'm gonna go and get a sauna. I'm gonna go and get a steam room. I'm gonna go and get a jacuzzi, and I am gonna go and implement and tick boxes and push forward. If you really want to do it, stop talking about it. If you really want to do it, stop talking about it and do it. If you want to talk about it for a year, 10 years, 50 years, it's game over. It's not going to happen. If you want to do it, do it.